Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, where I'm very hesitant to say it, but things are looking good. It does appear as if we have enough food and water all being delivered around to do the things we need to do. I have turned on a few more pods because my numbers are off, and I think the reason my numbers are off is because of not every place has got the same happiness. So some beavers are living longer in some places and shorter in others, so it's kind of throwing me off. But I've turned it on. We've increased the beavers a little bit. Everyone's got places. Some are struggling still for population. If I look at the population control here, boom, you'll see you haven't got all you need. You're missing 5 beavers. The gear workshop is missing half of its beavers. The grills are missing some beavers. Lumberyards and water are missing beavers. So we still need more beavers to come. I might turn these all back on again and see what happens. Although the problem with the Iron Teeth breeding pods is that it can take up to 50 days for when you turn a breeding pod on for it to start balancing to where it should be. So if I turn these all on, we'll get a big influx of beavers, but then in 50 days time the number just keeps going up and up and up and up. So it's difficult to balance. It's difficult to find which way you want to balance it and do it. I am also very confused at this here where it says we have -4 beds. Our homeless is -4. We have negative homeless people, which is very confusing. But it's a thing. It's a thing. So there's a few other problems we have. The biggest problem I've noticed is watching the bakeries, which are doing pretty well, and they're distributing food. But they don't have enough logs. We're not getting enough logs being delivered up here. And I think the grills are doing okay. Yeah, the grills are doing okay for logs. But the bakeries are not getting enough logs. I'm going to come down here, go to logs, and I put it to 10. That's probably a big reason. Let's set it to 180, which is how big this is here. But I think the other issue is that we don't have enough beavers down here. So there's no one in here doing the bakery deliveries. So last episode I mentioned that I might try doing what I've done here, where we're basically delivering to every single place via a distribution post, and then we build another one and do the same thing, deliver to every single place. Maybe just kind of offsetting it by one. So like the first distribution post will have it will send to the district 1, and then the water, and then the farms, and so on and so forth. And then the second post will start at water and go around, and district 1 will become the last one it delivers to. Just to try and balance it a little bit more. I don't know if that would work or not. Probably not. I don't think it's going to matter. But I kind of want to test it to find out if it does. And I think I am going to go around and label some of these districts with numbers. So district 1, which is our breeding pod one, should be number 1. And then our farm should be number 2, and the water should be number 3, and so on and so forth. And the reason I want to do that is so that when I come into here and I click it, I can just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I know I've got them all in here. I know I've got them all in here. And if we're missing one, it'd be like, oh, we're missing one because that's your district. That's fine. But then I know, and it's very easy to glance at it, because right now I'm looking at this going like, okay, so I need to count how many's here because I might miss one. I put water first, then logs, then lumberyards, gears, then district 1 afterwards, and it's, I don't know. I also don't know whether these randomly reorder themselves. They used to many moons ago. When you quit and reload the game, sometimes the distribution post would reorder the things, and I think you should do it in reverse alphabetical order. It doesn't seem to be that way because D does not come off that, but it used to be either alphabetical or reverse alphabetical, which was weird. Again, that's probably a reason why I put in 1, 2, 3, 5. Then we'll know. So let's do that. So let's set this. This is going to be 1 breeding pods, spelled without the extra P. There we go. Breeding pod. Food is going to be number 2. 2. Oh, I did put a dash now, didn't I? Yes, I did. You are going to become 3-water. Logs, I think, is going to become number 4. That's not the button I want to push. Oh, Do I want to reorder some of these things? No, I don't. No, we'll stick in the order that they were placed in, if I remember the order they were placed in, because some of them are not the way I thought they were. But we'll do these two now. So 5 lumberyards. 6 is workshops. I don't know if there's a limit on how long the this is going to be 7 grills. 8 grist. It's not grist, but it's grits. It's grist mills. It's not grits mills. It's grist mills. For some, I don't know why they're called grist. That is actually that is. I did Google it. I was like, hang on a minute, this doesn't right. But no, they are called. They're not called grits mills. They're grist mills, and I always pronounce them as grit mills. Grits mill. So don't know why, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And then this can be 9. Bakeries. And then this one can be 10. Chestnuts. Which doesn't fit the other ones, but I don't want to call it gathering flags because gathering flags don't really fit. Then if I click on the global view here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so the gear workshops and lumberyards were supposed to be the other way around. This puts it in the order that you place them down in. So I should swap the lumber mills and gears around. So this should become 5 workshops with only 1p. This should become 6 lumberyards. There we go. Okay, and now everything is in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Okay, awesome. If you want to reorder them, you have to delete them. You basically, if I want to move the grits mill up by 1, I've got to delete everything after this, and then put the grills in first, and then move in. So if I wanted to put water first for the farms, I would have to delete every district centre, and then put them in the correct order that I want to go, which would be a bit of a pain. But yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to pause the game, and we're going to have a look at how to do this. Yeah. So how many people do you have? You actually have 5 jobs, but you actually have 4 people homeless. 1, 2, 7. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Let's put in loads more houses, because you're going to need more houses. As you expand, you're going to need more. There's not much land left for you to expand into, and we might just have to do more potatoes, or even more stock here. Once we get golems going, which is going to help us just unbelievably amount, we can really get stuff going. We could. This is going to become a golem civilization. Let's be honest with it. It's going to become a golem civilization, and we may build District 20 somewhere, which will just be a life of luxury for beavers. Which we might do, and then it'll all be golem controlled. I can see pretty much every settlement that anyone plays in this game basically becoming golem controlled. In the end, it's all going to become golem controlled because it makes sense. It just makes perfect sense. Golems are better than beavers, although we did some testing live stream previously, and it turns out that a beaver with the maximum happiness, which is 58 well-being, actually is better than a golem. They get bonuses. Even taking out the fact that they have to sleep at night, they are still more efficient than a golem by about 10%. So, yeah. You're not clearing out any stuff over here, which makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so let's try this distribution system. Let's go to the next day. In fact, no, we want to do it at night. We want to do it at night because everyone's sleeping right now. So we're going to change up how we deliver everything everywhere. and hope and pray this works, because I'm just going to go all in for it. So let's remove this. Let's remove this. And remove it as well. And I'm going to pause that one. And I'm going to go with 4 for the moment and see what happens. So we're going to take the first one. We're going to add a new route. And we're going to add that one. And it is carrots, because you're a different carrot. Cool. And then we're going to add, we're going to skip farms, and we're going to add this one. Okay. 3 water. 4. Oh, do I wish this would be labelled? Oh. Was 4 farms? No. Let's open that. Because it will tell me. It will tell me. There we go. So we're at 4 logs, and then I can go add new list, and it pops up, so I can still see it. Because I don't remember. I don't remember the order. Fibers workshops. Carrots. 6 lumber mills. Carrot. 7 grills. I know where they are. I just don't remember the order. 8. It pops back to farms every time. That's okay. We just have to move it down a little bit. So grits mills. That one there. Again, called it grits mills rather than grist mill. 9. That one. And I'm going to add the chestnut ones in as well, because we are going to open this at some point. So there we go. Put on. Now I wish you could copy this. Now these can only do 10 routes. So we will get to the point where we'll have to have another distribution post doing something else. Like doing maybe the next 10. Hopefully. But then I'm going to do the exact same with this one. There we go. So there's that one done exactly the same. And I think I'm going to leave it there. Just as a test. I'm going to up these both to 8 workers. And we're going to pause the other 2. Like that. Now, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So that's a lower priority. So that means beaver kind. So, but there you go. So now, this will be distributing food in this order. So it should do breeding pods first and then blah blah. The other advantage of this as well is that because we've got 9 delivery slots in here, and we know it can store 30 carrots per delivery. It had 60 because it had 2 before. It will now store 30 times 9 carrots in there. And this will be the same. It will store more carrots. So they can come back and do carrots. I haven't seen the hauling posts deliver carrots from storage to these. I don't think that is a thing. I do remember saying that a couple of episodes ago. I don't actually think that is a thing. Oh, yeah. So that's that. And then we're going to do the same here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and everywhere. And everywhere. Basically, everywhere's going to be exactly the same. Yeah, I think we want to distribute gears and planks to every single place that we want to go to. And I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to do that for every single place that's on there. For some of these I might get rid of, like if they've got 2 distribution. Logs, I don't even know if it needs 2. The other advantage as well is that if the breeding pods obviously gets 10... oh my... Oh dear, I haven't set these up. Oops. That explains a lot. So let's fix this. I'm going to drop everything to 10. With the exception of the food. The food's going to stay at 100. So 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. This is going to be the standard sort of thing everywhere. So grilled chestnut, grilled potatoes, grilled spade block. Logs is 10, maple pastries, maple syrup, 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. Sunflower seeds should be 100, because they are a food type. 10. Water is going to be 300, because we need water at 300. So there we go. So only the food is at 100. Everything else is at 10. Okay. We are not exporting anything from this place, so I don't have to worry about the low. I really think these should be called export above and import below. So you export above, say, 20. So you know this is so if we keep this many in stock, we export above this number, and we import if we're below this number. But of course, that's only if you have import set up for it. So yeah, export above, import below. I think that's how they should. That's the way you should view them, because low and high can be a little deceiving. But yeah, so low is export above If you have more than this number in stock, you export, and high is you import until you hit this number. Low and high does kind of make sense if you think about it, but yeah. So this has got a problem as well. So this is kind of full. We can't get anything more in here, which is a problem. We need to be using these gears and planks up. So maybe we should get an export going on from this place and doing them, or we could just build things in places. I mean, this can reach quite far, so we could build things in other places and can be used up that way. But we'll leave it for a minute. We'll leave it for a minute. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go around now and do the same for water, the same for logs, the same for all these ones here, and we're going to set all this up, and then we'll unpause the game and we'll see what happens. Okay, so all of the distribution system has been set up. Every single place delivers to everywhere. The carrots have 2, the water has 2, the logs has 2. I don't know why I did 2 for the logs. We could quite happily just not do 2 for the logs. But we're going to leave that because some places use them as a food net. The planks and gears have 1 each. The grills have 1. I should really put a second one in here because of food. The exceptions are obviously things like this here. The grits mills, they only need to deliver from here to here. So we're just going to add that there, and that is going to be sending wheat flour to there. That's it. It doesn't need to distribute to anywhere else in the world, so we're not bothering that. And then you're distributing everywhere in the world with bread. That's fine. Now you may be asking, why am I sending gears everywhere? Why am I sending planks everywhere, where everywhere doesn't need them? They are building material. Logs, gears and planks are used in building things. We have set all the distribution settings to be just 10 of the things not needed. Yes, I messed this one up, but we fix that now. So these are just going to have 10 gears, 10 planks, and 10 logs in there. Although this has got 180 logs because it needs them for fuel. But they have 10 to build. So if we say build something, we know materials will come across just in 10 to go along. And it only fills up the distribution drop-off point by a small amount. We only lose 10. We only lose 20 really. So it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Bread is a bit of a problem here. I don't think I set you to store bread, did I? No, I did not. Yeah, not that you can store it because you're kind of full, but we might even drop it. Drop it. Might even drop it. We might drop the amount of distributing goods around. So rather than having like 100 carrots, 100 bread and 100 grilled potatoes, we might go, you only need 25 of each, and then this can store way more because it can store 25 of each, or 50 of each, or whatever. You know, we may drop it. Right now I'm just doing a global covering the area. I might look into, say, like, right, so this has got so many beavers, and I know 84 beavers at 2 food a day is 168 food. So sending 100 bread and 100 grilled potatoes and 100 carrots means we have 300 food. We can at least last a day. At least just shy of 2 days with that. So yeah. Whereas somewhere like well, here, which is the grills, which has only got 20 people in it, doesn't need 100. Doesn't need 300 food, I should say. So you could lower it down. I think right now I'm just doing it balanced. That's fine. Plus it's the overall amount of food. So you could come here, we could say, well, hey, this has got loads of carrots. So it's a bad example because it's a carrot place. Water. This has got 15 carrots and 17 grilled potatoes. That's not enough. We need at least this number at the top here, regardless of what it is, doesn't matter. Needs to be at the very least twice of how many we have. 69 beavers. Nice. Needs to be exactly, at the very least, twice what this is. So we know it has enough food for 1 day with every beaver. So yeah. So we need to look at that. So it might be that we need to up it in some places, lower it in others. Right now we're just doing a overall 100 food is good. Let's just do that. Yeah. I do need to keep an eye on some of these because some of them might be getting full. Because I don't think we have a warehouse here. No, we have no warehouse here for storing food. So not taking it out of here. So if this brings 100 carrots, 100 grilled potatoes, 100 bread, there's no space for anything else. So yeah, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's unpause the game. Auto save. hopefully not crash. Yes, autosave. There we go. And we'll see how excuse me. We'll see how this distribution works. It may work fine. It may not. Speed up. It may cause everything to break down. What I'm concerned with is that you're going to send too many carrots to here. How many have you got right now? You've got 82. I'm worried that you're going to send 18 carrots, and you're going to send 18 carrots because it needs 18 carrots to get 100, which will overfill it. Which is not what I want, but I'm kind of hoping it doesn't do that, and it's smart enough to go, hey, we know we're not going to do that. So we'll see. We'll see how this works. I'm just a little concerned as some of the later places may not be getting food now. This has got inputs from everything, so it will start getting things coming in here. Obviously, logs and planks, they're already full in other places, so you'll get them. Carrots, they've delivered carrots, which is very interesting. Why did you deliver carrots here? Are other places full on carrots? You're full on carrots. You're kind of good on carrots. No, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. I'm guessing they know what they're doing. 77 carrots. You've dropped in carrots, but that's okay because you're obviously consuming them as time goes on. But we'll see. I have to basically just leave it, let it do its thing, and see what happens, because one day is not enough. You need to find out exactly, like with these ones here, will they consume all their food and not get top-ups because they're later down the list? This one I think is the latest one down the list. This will be district number 9. Will it get enough stuff? Will it get water? Water's going to be the big thing. Will it keep 300 water, or will it not? Will they consume the water and it doesn't get a top up because they're topping up other places? Are they smart enough to be like, hey, we've got 8 beavers, we'll send 1 to each place, and we'll send 1 to each place, and then obviously the 9th drop we'll have to send somebody else out. I don't know how the distribution system actually works. I have tried figuring it out, and it seemed a bit random to me as to where they would go to. It's not the closest place. It is not the order you put them in inside here. So it's a little bit weird. I have just noticed I have the cheat menu enabled. I can assure you I do not cheat in this game. This game is 100% legitimate. I've not cheated at all. I only use the development console to toggle the skyfall because it makes the game, I feel, look better when it's disabled. So let's turn that back off again. I've not cheated once in this game. I've not force built anything or spawned any beavers. There was a time where, no, actually, I take that back. I have cheated once, and it was this barn here. There was a bug we had where the barn was not allowing any beavers to eat from it. So what I did was deleted it, quick replaced it with the cheat menu, and put some carrots in it to fix that. So it will work. So other than that, I've not cheated. So okay, we'll just leave this going and we'll see how it works. I'm kind of hoping this will even out the distribution better, because as I said previously, we have one distribution post here which is dedicated to sending carrots to District 1. That's fine. But when District 1 is full, this post does nothing. And the 8 beavers that work in there do nothing. They sit around and do nothing because they have nothing to do. With 9 different delivery places to go to, they've always got work. So if District 1 is full, one of the other districts may not be, so it can send a beaver off to it. And then this one can do exactly the same. So you don't have a single post being like, you know, hey, like with the water, for instance. This one could be for farms and this one could be for something else. The other ones are fine. The farms are struggling. These beavers can't keep up sending all the water to the farms. So we've now got 2 which are potentially sending water to farm. So it spreads the load, which I feel is a better way of doing things. I may be wrong. This experiment we'll find out. We'll find out. I think it's gonna. I feel it in my beaver teeth that it's gonna work. He says, looking straight at this and going, that does not have enough water inside it. But there is loads of stuff inside here. Why are you not distributing? Why are you not moving stuff around? Probably because there's only 1 beaver actually here doing things, and there's 3 unemployed spaces here. Do we not have enough beavers? No, we are low on beavers. But I think we had a phase where we lost a lot of beavers to hunger. So we're playing catch up now. And I'm hesitant to turn these other breeding pods on because I don't want to get an influx of beavers and then be like, we're starting to starve again. Panic. Panic. Because you go into a death spiral very, very quickly. But the numbers look good. Bread's struggling a little bit. And I feel Bread is struggling because there's not enough logs coming up here. We've got 180 logs. Is it this? You're not getting enough. We've got loads of wheat flour. Why are you not sending the wheat flour over? What's going on here? Why are you no deliver to here? Huh? You've got 110 wheat flour. Hang on. Hang on. You've can't get the materials. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Mainly distribution posts. In all places. Mainly distribution. Not distribution posts. These are distribution posts. May need haulers posts in all the places. That may be a problem. That's why these are staying full. We're not full, but that's why we're not exporting. Pause everything. Tell me why there is wheat flour in our drop-off point. Who's delivering wheat flour? I don't... Sorry, I thought I clicked on that one. No, yes. This you are delivering wheat flour over to here. That makes sense. So you've got 100 wheat flour, which is what you need. It's just not coming into here. Where's it going? Going into here. It's going into there. You've got 167 bread. You're not sending bread out? I guess you are. Just don't have enough beavers. Beavers seem to be a problem. When we get golems, I think the first thing we're going to do is get golems into haulers and put a hauling post in every place and send 10 beavers, 10 golems to the hauling place. Maybe 11, and we'll change the distribution center to be a hauling place, a golem place as well. So yeah, maybe we'll do that, and then the golems. Sorry, in fact, to be honest with you, we could change all of these to be golems. And just send 4 to each place, minimum. Which would work pretty well for us, because these work during the night, so at night time when the beavers are sleeping, they can still be moving stuff around, and they'll be just basically become haulers in here. Not as affected if they're in the hauling post, they get bonus to carrying things, but golems work 24 hours a day, not a problem. It's not a problem. So, I'm hoping this is all good. I'm hoping this is fine. Again, we need to kind of just leave it running. I'm looking at the numbers and I'm thinking the bread's going up, which is a nice change because bread was really struggling for ages. But I think we're good. We're getting wheat. That's good. You're full of wheat. You are not full of potatoes. Potatoes are struggling. Probably need to get some more potatoes going. But the thing with the wheat as well is that wheat is very effective space-wise, very good space-wise, and also wheat is not used now when a drought starts. Once the power stops, wheat is no longer being used. Yeah, and I bet you've got 100 wheat. Yeah, you've got 900 wheat flour. So we've got plenty of space. We've got all the materials here. It's just beavers aren't grabbing stuff. They seem to be walking around doing things. Yeah, you're having to manually, so half your workday is spent picking up and dropping off goods. So we need haulers. We need haulers pretty much everywhere. So next episode, we'll look at some haulers. Maybe we can distribute some beavers around. Our beaver population is actually dropping. But we do have metal. Look here, we have 161 metal blocks. We could start making some engines and get stuff going during the daytime. We could get 1500 power going. We can also make batteries, which would be rather nice. There, batteries, which would be rather nice, because then we could charge up stuff during the wet seasons and drop it off use it up during the dry season, which would be again quite nice. And also with metal comes the ability to unlock golems. So maybe we're ready. Maybe we're ready for golems. Are we ready for golems? What do you think? What do you think? Are we making all things? We're making metal, we're making planks, we're making gears. I think we're ready. I think we're ready to try golems. I really think we are. We need charging stations everywhere we're going to put golems, which means we need to run the power grid everywhere. Like it needs to go to every single district. This is easy, we can put it here. This is fairly easy, we can put it down here, or even move the gate up and do that. Logs, potentially, I've got this gate here, we can move the gate up and run the power line down. These are covered, this is covered, these are covered. Farms would need, yeah, okay, no, I think we're okay. I think we can do it. I genuinely think we can do it. This is full, this has got nothing right now, but that's okay, you can have power line right up there. You're going to be chestnuts, so that's not a problem. We can chop down all the maple trees. Can you reach very far? No, you can't. Okay. Yeah. I think maybe next episode we're going to go for golems. Where do we put the golems? It needs power. We need to clear out some trees. Maybe down here? We're going to run this power line down here anyway, towards the logs. Golem production down here, get rid of these birch trees. I think that's a plan. Okay, we have a plan for next time. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.